Hi, I'm Kim Kiyosaki. Yes, I am the queen of cash flow, and welcome to another segment of Keys to the Cash Flow Game. In this segment, we're going to talk about the ultimate goal of any real estate investor, business owner, and that is a thing called infinite ROI, infinite return on investment. As a reminder, to explain ROI, return on investment, it's very simply the money that you put into an investment, the money you put into a business, and how hard that money is working for you. So if I put $10,000 into an investment, and that investment gives me $1,000 a year, my return on investment is 10%. I'm getting 10% back on the $10,000 that I originally put in. That is ROI, that is return on investment. And that's where every single real estate investor, every single business owner I know, that's where we start, looking at what is our return on investment. So that's what a return on investment ROI is, but what is an infinite ROI? So Robert and I have been investing in real estate properties and businesses for many, many, many years. And along with our Rich Dad advisor, Ken McElroy, who's also our investment partner, we've bought a lot of properties together. And I'll never forget this one day, Kenny and Robert and I were sitting down talking, and Kenny said, "I have a surprise for you." And we're like, "We love surprises. What's the surprise?" And he handed over a very large check. And I'm like, "You smooth talker, you." I love big checks. And so here's what had happened is we had invested in a real estate property that Kenny and his partner had. It was an apartment building. And attached to it was acreage, 5 acres. And what we did as a group is we developed that acreage and built more apartments. So now instead of 144 units, we had like 212 units. But here's the beauty of it. Once everything was up and running and the properties, the units were all leased out and the property was running very, very efficiently. And again, if you remember the formula, income minus expenses minus debt equals cash flow, and our cash flow was much larger, we were able to go back on that debt piece. Income minus expense equals NOI, net operating income, less your debt. We were able to go back to the banks and say, now our property is doing so much better and our net operating income was so much higher, which is what lenders look at to lend you money. We were able to borrow back a lot of money on that, based on that property. And so that big check that Kenny gave to Robert and myself was actually more than the initial investment we put into the property. So is that making sense? So we initially invested money, and now once this property was bigger and doing much better, we got our original money back and some more. But here's the deal. So we got our initial investment back. We still own the property, and we have a healthy cash flow. So we have none of our own money in this property anymore. At that point, it's an infinite ROI. It's an infinite return on investment. We have the property, we have the cash flow, but we have none of our own money in the property. And that is the ultimate goal of a real estate investor. So an infinite ROI does not start at the beginning of your deal. It's something you strategize and you plan, and you actually over time create the infinite ROI. And this is not something that just applies to real estate. This applies to business. I know many business owners who put their own money into their business to start, and then over time that money comes back to them whereby they have none of their own money into their business, but the business is still theirs and still throwing off cash flow. Ultimate infinite return on investment. So it was after years of investing, understanding new strategies, new markets, bringing on great partners, that the whole concept of infinite return became a reality to us and became our ultimate goal with every investment we have and every business we own. So wherever you are today, always, always, always understand the best investment you can make is right here. And the more you invest in your financial education, the more you play the cash flow game, the greater your investment success, which can ultimately lead to your own infinite ROI. Thanks very much. So if you like these videos, please like and subscribe and click on the notification bell for further updates. And if you'd like to find or join a Cashflow Club, please click on the link below.